There are many posture exercises, but not all of them are beneficial, and some of them are even harmful to your body. And by the end of this video, you will learn which exercise you should avoid. And if you haven't watched my other videos on Hunchback Posture, and please watch them, and I put the links below. If you want to learn how to retrain your body and movement safely and then effectively and then feel better, and be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell to be notified when I post a new video every week. Hi, I'm Taro Iwamoto. I am a Feldenkrais practitioner. With my background in athletic training, physical therapy, martial arts, and the Feldenkrais method, I have helped many people improve their posture and the movement. So now it is your turn. So why don't we start? First exercise you should avoid is shoulder squeeze or scapular retraction, where you're going to pull your shoulder blades back together towards the spine. Then you hold it for a few seconds and then you release it, and then you repeat that as a strengthening posture correction exercise. You probably are doing this one. I'm sure you have seen this one if you haven't done it before. So why is it bad? The reason why it is bad is because when you do this one, okay, in an effort to pull your shoulder blades back together as hard as you can, and what people tend to do is they push the head forward, increases strain and stress to your neck. That, right? So that's not that's not really good, and also it increases an effort in your neck, in your shoulder as well. And some people do it so extremely that they practice it and then they remind themselves to pull the shoulder blades back at work while they're using a computer. All right, and that actually makes it even worse. How it started is that I think the original intention of this exercise is really rather to facilitate that thoracic extension, right? With the hunchback, forward head, forward round shoulder posture, is you have flexed thoracic spine, right? And then so you want to move out of that pattern, right? So you want to retrain your movement into this patterns, right? And so, but it's easy way to facilitate that is when you pull the shoulder blades back together. And then that is going to increase the thoracic extension. But then the problem is that you actually train yourself, retrain your body into be doing that. So in order to get out of your habitual posture, and then automatically you're going to pull the shoulder blades back because you train yourself to do that. And that's not how you want to retrain your movement and your posture, right? And you want to really retrain your movement and just being able to facilitate that thoracic extension without pulling the shoulder blades back, so that your shoulder blades and your arms are free to move. If you are using a computer, your arms should be able to move freely without having to pull your shoulder blades back, right? And that makes more sense, right? So what you really want to do is not the shoulder blades squeeze to improve your posture, but to learn to facilitate that thoracic extension independently. So that's the first exercise to avoid. And then the second exercise that you should avoid is this. Chin tuck. All right, cervical retraction or chin tuck exercise. Why is it bad? Let me ask you. Do the chin tuck, hold it. Does that feel good? Does that feel natural? Is it reasonable to ask and to maintain that cervical retraction, chin tuck, for a long period of time? How long can you do it? I can't. Even if I Even if I can do it, I don't know if I want to do that. It just makes no sense and it's not comfortable, right? And the big problem with this is that you're leaving the big picture, right? The rest of the spine out of this picture. So when you are only looking at your head, right? So the hunchback, forward head, round shoulder, right? So you only look at your head as the head is going forward. So you want to retrain your neck to move your head backwards, right? And that's the problem because you're not really looking at the rest of the spine. So how you're sitting is going to directly influence your head, where the head goes, right? So when you have this typical posture, slouch posture, and then the head simply goes forward, not because the muscles of the neck is weak, but because of what's happening down below. You roll your pelvis back, you round and slouch your back. Look where the head goes, right? And when you reposition, right, readjust your pelvis, and then you watch my head, which direction the head moves. Can you see how the head moved backwards? So in a way that I did the chin tuck, right? But I didn't move my head. I didn't move my head backwards, but rather I changed how I organize my pelvis. And then that changed the whole relationship, and then it changed the position of the head. So that's how the head actually aligns up with the spine. Not by bringing your head back. So that could be a problem, right? You really have to understand why the head goes forward. The head is responding to your pelvis. So if you want to really retrain your movement patterns, you have to understand what your habitual patterns. If your habitual pattern is this way, you have to retrain the whole kinetic chain, not just the head. That's a problem, right? So that's the problem with the chin tuck. And so if you're looking at the chin tuck from the pelvis and the spine, the whole relationship, and then the chin tuck, you're facilitating the chin tuck by changing the position of the pelvis and elongating the spine, and then the chin tuck naturally happens. Well, that's okay, right? But if you are not retraining the whole movement patterns and then only trying to strengthen the muscles of the neck and deep neck flexors, extensors of the neck, that is a problem, right? So that's the second one. And then the last one, and number 3, third exercise you should avoid is this. Okay, core activation. Not to this degree, but I know some people are consciously using the core, or some people even believe that weak core muscles is the cause of the bad posture. Therefore, they need to strengthen the core muscles in order to improve the posture. And there's a problem with that. First of all, the weak core is not the cause of your posture. It doesn't cause this posture. By strengthening your core muscles, it doesn't change your posture. Instead, what it does is when you activate or increase in activity of your flexor muscles, your trunk muscles, your ab muscles, the muscles around your ribs, it actually shortens and compresses your spine and it freezes your rib cage. So actually, if you exaggerate the activities of these core muscles, right, trunk muscles, it actually reinforces your hunchback posture, round, flexed posture. If you increase that activity, that's what it does. So I don't think you want to do that, right? When your goal is to improve your posture and then to improve your hunchback posture. You want to train yourself, train your body in movement from here into this one, right? So you need to let go. You need to learn to let go of these activities, right? Unnecessary activities. Of course, the core muscles become more important and necessary when you are carrying something heavy, even when you are lifting. But when you're sitting and standing and then walking, unconscious effort and activities of your core muscles, it actually has an effect of shortening your spine and causing you more this posture. Becoming aware of unnecessary effort, letting go, allowing your spine to lengthen so that you can breathe easily, so that you can move your spine and your ribs more freely. That allows you to actually to stand up and sit up taller, right? Moving you out of the habitual patterns of this to this, but without making an effort. So more efficient upright posture, and that's what you want, right? So just be mindful of the effect of unconscious or conscious effort of your core muscles, right? And that is going to move you more into these patterns rather than these patterns. All right, so the 3 exercises we went over, right? 3 exercises you should avoid are, number 1, shoulder squeeze, number 2, chin tuck, and number 3, core activation. Comment below which exercises are you doing or have you done in the past. Remember, what you want to do is not to correct your posture, but instead you want to retrain your movement patterns so that you can move out of your habitual patterns, which is this. If you want to improve your posture, you can grab your free posture transformation guide at the link below. Check out these videos, and if you like this video, and hit that like button, and be sure to subscribe and share with your friends. Comment below how helpful you found this video was. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Happy mindful movement. Bye bye.